start with questions.
Second half, Miami shoots, I think, 67%. I know a lot of it was Hoff, but what else?
Well.
Yeah, what else were they able to do to really cause problems for you guys?
Well, I thought defensively they did a really nice job of scheming, which Katie's one of the best coaches in our league. I think she's outstanding. I've got the utmost respect for her. I thought they had a great game plan going into it, which they had one last year. They've always had one. She's good. So they challenged our players that aren't great shooters to shoot. And that's, and I got to give her credit. And she stuck with it the entire game. She stayed with that game plan, and it worked for her. Because we some kids get some wide open shots that at crunch time that we didn't make. And that's what you have to do. You've got to be able to get in the gym. As I always say, you don't want to be a liability on the floor. And good coaches and good teams are going to figure out what your weakness is and then attack you there. And that's a terrible feeling to have. And that's one thing, I've got to give for Dana. I thought for the most part, I thought she played well. But the thing that's, when we played at Central Michigan before Christmas, Central Michigan played a triangle in 2 and left her wide open. And she took that to heart. She took that as an insult, which it should, and got in the gym over and over and over to work on her shooting. And now, since Christmas, she's shooting 50+% from the three-point line. And that's the challenge to some of our other players, is the good coaches are going to make you do things that you're not good at. So you don't want to have too many weaknesses.
Coach, what was going on with Bianca? Is there an injury there, or just
No, she played great. No, there's nothing going on at all. But offensively, we were trying to spread the floor some more, and Kylie gives us that ability to kind of spread things out. Where B was scoring in the paint, she was doing a nice job, but they were all packed in. So, when I go back, I could have taken Sam out and gone with Sam and Kylie and Bianca, but she's a senior that grinds, and she's earned that right to stay out there. But because Kylie was knocking down shots offensively, which we weren't, we were stagnant at the offensive end. We were watching each other instead of making cuts, things that we haven't done in a while. So, but it's, again, we scored 73 points. And I thought we were poor offensively. Defensively, we gave up 32 in the fourth quarter. Now, I know we had to foul some there at the end, but every time we got a little bit of something going, we get beat, they'd score, and you've got to give credit to them. I thought Huff made some tough shots too. It's not like they were all just layups.
Speaking of Huff, it seemed like that, there was a lot of emphasis on Beatrice, especially early on, and you did a great job of limiting her. But was it, did Hoff's opportunities come at that expense?
No, because we tried to double Hoff too. See, Hoff's just a better passer out of the double. Beatrice ended up turning it over 5 times. Hoff, I told him, before we played the past 2 days, if she gets 2 feet in the paint, I don't care if you double or triple, she's going to score. And that's kind of what ended up happening. She was getting way too deep on us. And then even if you go and double, she's just going to score. So, that was really something that hurt us. But, I thought we did a great job on Beatrice on getting there for a quick double, because we forced her out of the paint to catch the ball. But, they shot it well. They go 6 of 8 of 3, and the thing that kills you is, we mix it up and press one possession, and they throw up an air ball, and then we don't box out. We give up the offensive board for a bucket, and I think we had gone up 3 at the time. So it's like you're trying to get a little momentum, change some things up, kill you. I think it was starting the fourth quarter, starting the fourth quarter, I was trying to come out and go zone and trap the first pass. Well, we deny the pass to the wing, which is what we don't. We want it to go to the wing, and then they skip for a 3 in the opposite corner. Those are the things that we've got to get better at, and we will. It's a ball club that we aren't used to losing. I think we're 59-5 now, the past 64 ball games. So this is a team that's not used to losing. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to come back, and be prepared to play. And I was actually pleased with how we executed in the last minute of the game. Everything we drew up, I thought we got good looks. And Dana hits the 1-3. We missed the flare, the fade screen to Asia for her 3. But I thought we did a great job of executing, which is what you have to do.
What are some of the main things that you'll take out of this to talk to the team about in practice next week?
Well, just how you got to stay in the gym. You've got to stay in the gym. If you're not known as a shooter, you got to continue to get in that gym. So that's not the scouting report. Don't guard her. That's a terrible feeling to have, and that should hurt. Inside, it should put some fire in your belly, to want to stay in the gym. So, we're going to have to work on that. Defensively, we're going to have to get better. Scoring wise, again, we scored enough points to win. That's the thing. What's our record when we score 70 now?
I've got it here in the notes. I'll get it.
It's like 170-11 or something. So when we score 70, we normally win. But unfortunately for us, we were just really bad defensively in that fourth quarter.
The start of the second half, you came out with a lead, and they scored several straight possessions. And did you get offensively the looks you wanted in that, or was there something?
Yeah, I thought we had good looks. We just missed shots. It was wide open looks. To start that third quarter, I think we got 3 offensive rebounds and had 3 great looks and missed them. And that's where, if we come out and make that, we knock down a bucket to start the third quarter. Now all of a sudden you got some excitement, you got some energy. But unfortunately, I think we went 4 or 5 minutes and didn't score in that third quarter, which was just a killer. It's 37-31. Our first bucket comes at 6:12. So now we actually defended okay because we're up 2 at that point in time. But no, it's one where you sit here as a coach and you've got to just go back and figure things out, and we have to challenge ourselves. It's what it all comes down to. We're up 4 with 6 minutes to go. We're up 3 with 4:25, and then the problem is it's an M1. So Dana hits a 3 to put us up 3, and then we can't get down and guard somebody. Instead, it's an M1. And that's really just, it was the turning point of the ball game when we just could not come up with any stops. But I appreciate the crowd. It's an unbelievable game. The introductions were awesome to have our five survivors be a part of it. Halftime, I was told, was fantastic. So, I'll take the blame as I always do on losses, and we'll get better. But, we're just fortunate that we don't have to. We haven't had to lose a whole bunch here in the past few years. So it's going to sting some. It's going to sting. But we got a lot of ball games left, and everything's still in front of us. That's the neat thing about it. We got 4 games left. We got 2 at home, 2 on the road. It's one game at a time. But we've still got an opportunity to have a share of the ACC championship, which is a pretty impressive thing, especially in this league. But we've got some tough ball games in front of us. So I appreciate it.
That number is 223 and 20.
223 and 20 when we score 70. So believe me, we scored enough to win. All right, thank you, everybody.